What's up, accomplices? Tara here with an announcement and some other stuff. I'm sure you guys have already noticed that Thick Thighs and Murder Vibes has not produced a new episode since we released our Murderous Thanksgiving special. As you know, it is a busy time of year for everyone, us included, and we want to give you our very best. So we're taking just a short break, but don't panic. We'll be back with season 4 after the new year, I promise. But since I already have you here and it is Christmas, I want to share a few things with you all because this podcast wouldn't be possible without you, our listeners. You are what keep us coming back. Your continued support is what has us researching, writing, and recording on top of working full-time jobs as well as taking care of things at home between kids, dogs, chores, and everything else that life just loves to throw at us. You guys make it worth it. I am a stats and analytics girl, so of course I have the numbers. In 2025, our audience, or accomplices as we like to call them, has increased by 999%, and our total followers increased by 32%. I don't know about you, but I like those numbers. Our top episode in 2025 was Season 3, Episode 8, The Case of Kevin Coe, aka the South Hill Rapist. We provided updates about Kevin in Episode 9, that he had been released from McNeil Island. Kevin did end up dying on December 3rd, 2025 at age 78. He died of apparent natural causes at his adult family home in Federal Way, Washington. I would say rest in peace, but I'm not a liar. Moving on. Thick Thighs and Murder Vibes has reached 12 countries. You heard that right, folks. 12 countries. Our top 5, coming in at number 5, is Malaysia. Number 4 is the United Kingdom. 3, India. 2, Mexico, with the United States taking first place. It goes without saying that our listeners have great taste. Thick Thighs and Murder Vibes has been rated a 2025 marathon show, a 2025 fan fave, and a 2025 talked about show. Hopefully, all good things. So when I say this show would not be possible without you, our listeners, just know I'm not blowing smoke, unless it's weed smoke, of course. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your continued love and support. We love each and every one of you, and thank you for making this small town dream a reality. Now, what kind of host would I be if I just left you hanging like mistletoe and didn't give you some crime to wrap up this little announcement? I have just a few short cases, and when I say short, I mean short, to get us all in the holiday spirit. First one is titled A Grim Gift Left Under the Christmas Tree. When 37-year-old Patty White offered down on her luck Michelle O'Dowd a place to stay over the festive period, Michelle was delighted at the Christmas spirit being shown to her, but White had an ulterior motive, one involving stealing all of her new housemate's credit cards, killing her, and leaving her among a trashed Christmas tree to look like a bludgeoned burglary. The scene was discovered by Michelle's twin brother Phil, who went to check in on her after she failed to show for work. There, amongst a pile of wrapped Christmas presents, he saw his sister's foot. Patty White had beaten and strangled the 67-year-old and left her among the gifts. She would receive a 45-year sentence from a South Carolina judge for her vile crime. Our second case is titled Teen Gang Indulge in Sickening Festive Killing Spree. There were 4 of them, and they called themselves the Downtown Posse. To the police and courts, though, they were simply Laura Taylor, aged 16, DeMarcus Smith, aged 17, Heather Matthews, age 20, and Marvelous Keene, age 19. Between Christmas Eve and Boxing Day in 1992, the gang went on a murder spree in Dayton, Ohio, and would see 5 innocent people die and 4 seriously injured. Murdered for not liking a gift enough. If I could kill people for not liking gifts, or they could kill me for not liking gifts, and we'd all be in trouble. Led by Marvelous Keene, the gang's primary motive was robbery. Things soon got out of hand as Marvelous grew paranoid about, quote, snitches, and effectively turned the holiday season into hunting season. For his central role in the Christmas killings, Marvelous would go on to become the 10,000th American convict to be executed since the death penalty was reinstated back in 1976, while his cohorts would receive life sentences. And our third and final short case, the infamous child beauty queen murder that still haunts America more than 2 decades later. So I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about here. JonBenet Ramsey's Christmas Day or Boxing Day 1996 murder. The police could never officially ascertain the precise date, caused an enormous storm across America and the wider world. 22 years on, and the 6-year-old's callous killer or killers have still not been identified. True crime buffs the world over have studied and obsessed over the case of the young girl killed apparently during a botched kidnapping. Countless documentaries, movies, books, and articles pointing fingers, but the mystery's never been solved. Many people accuse JonBenet's parents. Some look to her older brother. Accusations of a stalker are rife, and local child molesters have, somewhat understandably, been treated with suspicion. In fact, few people in Boulder, Colorado have evaded suspicion. Perhaps the eeriest suspect, though, is Bill McReynolds, a local man hired by the Ramseys to play Santa Claus at a large party held at the rich family's house that year. McReynolds died in 2002, still swearing his innocence. It's a case that will perhaps never be solved. All 3 of these cases are cited from crimeandinvestigation.co.uk. If you guys want to check out that site, be my guest. But we do want to thank you for listening. We here at Thick Thighs and Murder Vibes hope you have a safe and happy holiday season, and stay tuned for season 4 coming in January. Bye.